Texans. And it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. So here are the Texans now with a long field ahead. They are led out by their veteran quarterback hailing from Michigan State, and we like that. It's Kirk Cousins.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
I have to admit I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On third down, Cousins. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. Returnable here from the 38. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. A man who was a collegiate standout nearby in Austin, it's Bijan Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. I check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. Pushes past him. Sheds off the tackle. A solid stiff arm. That one good for 33 and a first. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy. Unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Motion man is Schwartz. And he'll get it here on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Throwing his Lance on third down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
One thing the
what you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Sly able to put this one through, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
From the 29, here's the second down and 4. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover first down.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Here's Cousins.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First carry now for Justice Hill. He'll take this to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Texans.
Jamal Agnew,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Texans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Ready?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line. Lance to throw on second down here. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Trying to find Jamison Williams, and now it's second down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball. They don't get things done early.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Lance. And that'll be incomplete. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. Working from the gun, Lance. Touchdown! Quentin Johnston with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Snowhawks have regained the lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And able to get this out to the 25. Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. And some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head-to-head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Cousins. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Cousins throw taken in by Samuel.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Lance throwing on second down. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down, Snowball.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
It's reeled in downfield by Johnston.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41.
Here's Lance.
To the right side and complete to Washington.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 31-yard line.
Come on, 38. Ready.
To throw, it's Lance. Finds Johnston.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Johnston. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Snowballs.
Ready, ready. Point to middle. Set.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd down and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and
Here's Lance to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, it blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Trey Lance
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Snowhawks are able to extend their lead.
So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Houston set to take over.
They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw there, complete to Mooney.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Now that play stopped by Drake Jackson.
Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. To throw, Cousins.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Still going.
He may go.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6.
Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Cousins. That's Samuel, caught left side. And knock him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-strike.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23.
And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Lance now on 1st down. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
A final shot before half for Lance.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. 2nd half kickoff ready to go.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter.
On the 26-yard line.
Smith, red.
Now Lance looking to change it up. Second half begins with a run by Robinson.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It was Bud Dupree fighting through and making the tackle.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
10 cycles. Ready?
Lance now to throw.
And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And now they're in the hurry up.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks.
The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
First down, Snowhawks.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
On first and 10, here's Lance.
Complete to Washington. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
And an Anchorage first down.
Striker, 3-3.
Motion man is Schwartz.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
Let's go
So
now.
a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. First and 15 following the delay of game.
Watch out,
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Close, 10. Ready?
Now Lance.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Ready?
Now Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jamison Williams, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Snowhawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half.
They're on the 18-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go right here. Let's go to work.
On play action, Cousins. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
It's taken to the 26.
Here's the Anchorage offense back out now.
Come on.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Set.
They'll start with the option.
They begin the drive with Robinson.
He'll get this to about the 38.
And quickly, they get to the line.
38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Holding. Offense.
And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
And they're going to speed things up here.
1st down, Snowball.
Now a play fake. Lance.
He's airing it out for Williams. Touchdown!
Jamison Williams.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Snowhawks just continue to roll. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Keely Ringo in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Able to avoid him at the 40. Fights through, and now a crease. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
13 yards. And an Anchorage first down.
Ready.
On the counter, this is Robinson. Gets by him at the 25. He's still on his feet. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Snowhawks get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they've looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. To return, here's Agnew. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 5. Counter play, here's Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st down. Here's Cousins. That's going to be caught by Samuel. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. 2nd down, Cousins. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Going back to Gibbs on first down.
And able to work his way down to the 16.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd down and 3.
From the gun, a run for Hill. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Justice Hill taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
Ready?
They'll start by running the option to the right. A very tough run, but for a pretty short gain out near the 32. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Here's A.J. Cole now.
Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
On the return, here's Agnew. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Cousins to throw it.
Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp,
and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Cousins again. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Throwing on second and long. Cousins. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, Cousins. From middle, and it's complete. No gain on the play. And that will bring up second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a second down throw for Cousins. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The Texans on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Cousins now. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out, and you and I, let's get to the airport.
Here's A-Chain to begin the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Ready?
To throw, it's Lance. Complete to Johnston here.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Lance now on 1st down.
And that is incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
On 2nd down now. Turpin. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Turpin. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing.
And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. They'll look to set up his blockers. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. This drive will begin with a run from A-Chain.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Jonathan Allen on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Anchorage,
they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long from Houston.